Welcome back to another Film Geek movie review. In just a bit, I am headed out the door to check out the new crime thriller, Caught Stealing. Caught Stealing is directed by Darren Aronofsky, and it's starring Austin Butler, Bad Bunny, Zoe Kravitz, and Matt Smith. It tells the story of a man who's asked by his next-door neighbor if he could keep an eye on his cat. And this one little act of kindness causes this poor man to get involved in a criminal underbelly. He gets all caught up in this neighbor's shenanigans, and things just get crazy with crime and fun and all that good stuff. Basically, it looks like Matt Smith's character has taken a little bit of money from some mobs, and those mobsters want their money back, and so they're coming after Austin Butler. So you know what, guys? I do love a really fun little crime thriller, and I need to get going because it's time for me to get out the door because I need to get caught stealing. Welcome back, just getting home from Caught Stealing, and guys, I really enjoyed this film. I had an absolute blast with this movie. Now, normally I do negatives and positives, but I don't necessarily have anything negative to say on this one, but I do have one mixed feeling, and then we're going to move into those positives to end the video on the ever so important high note. Now, if you're a fan of Darren Aronofsky and you know for a fact that he does mostly surrealistic films, or maybe something where it starts off presenting like a normal movie like Requiem for a Dream, and then just goes into some crazy-ass territory at the end of the movie, something also like Mother, this movie plays it very straight. There is not really anything that you could consider any type of surrealism, any kind of psychological type of weird stuff. There's just some extremely really cool use of the camera, but nothing that goes into any kind of weird surrealistic areas. So if that's something that you really want from his films, this one plays it pretty straight, but I still think that you're going to really enjoy this movie, especially if you are a fan of crime thrillers. So let's just start showering this movie with praise. The first thing I want to talk about is Austin Butler. He is outstanding as our lead actor. I really liked his character. He constructs an extremely relatable, well-rounded character that the audience can root for and get behind. He does have a bit of a checkered past, but he's not a bad person, and so that's what makes him a very interesting character. He's not perfect, but yet he always tries to do the right thing and tries to do what's right for others around him. Also, Zoe Kravitz is very good in this movie. I really enjoyed her character. She plays the girlfriend in this film, really knocks it out of the ballpark. Matt Smith, a lot of fun with his punk rock character, and Vincent D'Onofrio shows up in this movie as one of our hitmen, and I really enjoyed those guys. Had a lot of fun. I liked the way that you had different gangs going on. They had their own little style about them and everything. Not that it was like superhero, super villainy or anything like that. They just kind of had their own flavor, you could say. So the characters in this film were extremely great. The actors, I guess you could say the supporting cast does an excellent job in this film. Carol Kane pops up for a small part also. So there's a lot to be had with this cast. But in all honesty, Austin Butler just knocks it out of the ballpark in this movie. Now, this is the first movie that I've really got to see with him where he really takes a lead. He was in The Bike Riders, and I totally enjoyed him in that movie. Thought he was great in it, but he was only one of the secondary characters. In this film, he is 100% the lead, and I don't think there is a moment where he is not on screen. He is there at all times, and it's just great. He has a great screen presence about him, and his character is extremely charismatic, and again, relatable and everything that you can get behind. The story itself is a lot of fun. There is a lot of moving pieces, but at no point does this become convoluted or overbearing. It's quite easy to follow what's going on in this story. The comedy does land. There are some really great moments of dark humor, so if you're a person who really likes a good dark comedy, there is some really good moments of that also. The camera work in this film is also outstanding. I love the way that this movie was filmed. This movie takes place in 1998 in New York City, and they do an excellent job of recreating that year. The city itself looks amazing. They did such a great job of filming it. There's so many really cool angles and great shots. There was one scene in particular where Austin Butler's character is hiding outside on a fire escape, and the way that they filmed this down this corridor of buildings just looks outstanding. It's almost like he's in some kind of natural environment surrounded by cliffs and all, in a valley and all. It was amazing. I really loved the camera work in this movie. The acting was on point, the camera work was on point, the story was great, the comedy was there, all of the characters were well fleshed out, well developed, even the characters who really don't have a lot of screen time. You're rooting for them, you know them, you get a good feeling for them, and you really want everybody in this movie to be able to make it out on top. And also, one of the best trained cats I have ever seen. This cat just kind of goes along and does a great job throughout the movie. So good job, Mittens, or whatever the cat's name is in the real world. You get a big old thumbs up from me. All in all, guys, I would have to say that this was an excellent movie to be seen up on the big screen. The music was on point. There's a lot of great choices from that time period that get put into the background. All of the elements of this movie just really come together to form an extremely well put together, well made movie. If you are expecting for some more of that Darren Aronofsky kind of surrealism and weirdness, well, it's just not in this movie. But what this movie does have is an excellent story with an excellent cast that at the end of it, you feel very fulfilled and you feel like you got your absolute money's worth. Now, I did get to see an early screening of this movie. It is not currently out in theaters at this moment. I just got lucky. It happened to pop up in my AMC app, and so I'm like, sure, of course, I'm gonna go check this movie out early. I believe this movie comes out next Friday. I think it's the 29th? Is that right? I'm not quite sure, but August 29th, I do believe that this movie is out in theaters, and if I'm correct about that, definitely go see this movie. Check this one out in theaters. Now, maybe I'm so blown away from this movie because as crime thrillers go this week, this is my third one, and it is vastly superior from the other two. Eeny Meeny was fun, it has its moments, and honey, don't get me started. Just watch my review on that one. This film really takes the cake when you compare it to that movie. Well, that's all I have for you today, guys. Thanks again for checking out the Film Geek. If you liked what you saw here today, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, ring that bell for notifications, and give me the old thumbs up so I know you like what you're seeing. And if there's one more thing you can do, folks, that is keep watching movies. You know I'm gonna.